Hey guys, it's Montana. So today we are going to be talking about two brand new fragrances from Bath & Body Works. We are going to be talking about Fresh Cut Lilacs as well as Confetti Daydream. Now, can we just take a moment to appreciate this packaging, you guys? Like, seriously. Bath & Body Works has done similar packaging in the past. A great example of this would be Forever Red. So basically what they do is they do solid colors and then they do diamond patterns at the bottom that are actually textured, which I really love. And, you know, they have that little bit of shine to it, super pretty. Now, what I really like about the texture part of this packaging is that I feel like it gives me a better grip on things. Now, I'm a klutz. I drop everything all the time. I've dropped things in videos, you know what I mean? So I feel like this is great for all the klutzes out there, all the fellow clumsy people. Definitely helps me grip it better. So yeah, I really do love this packaging, and the colors are really pretty. I don't know how well you guys can see this. I need to get a better camera. But yeah, for the Fresh Cut Lilacs, it's a darker purple for the base and a lighter purple for the label. For the Confetti Daydream, I can't tell if that's a light pink or purple. I'm guessing it's probably a light pink. And then for the label on this one, it's white. So yeah, I really do like the color schemes on these. I think it's really pretty. I like how even though it's pretty basic, they added the diamonds for a little bit of extra oomph to it, where it's not just super plain and like boring and that. I mean, I know there are people who enjoy really minimalistic packaging. However, that's not me. I like to have at least a little something. I can see how some packages, how some packagings can be maybe a little much. However, I do love extra, like I love being extra with like packagings or anything really. I just love flashy stuff in general for the most part. So I do like how they add a little bit of something to this because I feel like I get bored with really basic packaging. I mean, like I said, things can be overdone, but I feel like this is just so perfect because it's not overdone at all. And it's still giving me that little bit of extra vibe that I really love and enjoy. And it still looks classy and elegant at the same time, which I think is perfect. Especially if you're planning on storing it somewhere where people can actually see it, then I think that is awesome. I think it's going to look really pretty. I can't wait to store it. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about Fresh Cut Lilacs. So the notes for this are lilac bouquets, dewy greens, and soft spring air. Right away, it smells like the title. You know what this smells like? This smells like if someone were to hand pick a bouquet of lilacs for you, give them to you, and then of course right away you're obviously going to smell the lilac because they just handed you lilac flowers. However, then I imagine you going into your kitchen or somewhere and cutting the stems off to put into, so you can put them into a vase. And now you're picking up that dewy greens note. Yeah, that dewy greens note, because you're smelling that fresh cut stem. And then also because they were picked outside, you're also getting that soft spring air note because, you know, it kind of travels inside from the outdoors. Like, because they weren't picked from, they weren't bought from a grocery store, you know what I mean? They were hand picked. Because, you know, typically flowers that you get at like a grocery store, they're typically near the produce aisle. So you know how like when you take home grocery store flowers, or when someone gives you grocery store flowers, you can tell that they're grocery store flowers because they still have that kind of produce smell to them because they were near that. And obviously the scent kind of travels a little bit to it and it lingers. So you're not getting that grocery store smell. You're getting the lingering smell of the outside. So that's what I'm picking up for the soft spring air note, is how I envision it. Yeah, it's really light. I usually rank them for its strength as light to middle ground to strong. This is a light. This is on the lighter end of the spectrum. Yeah, it's really pretty. I do like it. However, the only thing you need to be wary of with this is the greens note is pretty overpowering compared to the other scent notes. I mean, they do all blend beautifully together. However, that greens note is just poking out at me a little bit more than the other notes. So yeah, I'd say the most prominent notes in this are probably the lilac bouquet and the dewy greens. I'd say the soft spring air is there, but it's definitely not as noticeable as the other notes. But you will pick up on it for sure. But yeah, the reason I say be kind of careful with this one is because, especially if you're being around other people, I feel like they might think that you're not necessarily wearing a fragrance mist, but maybe that you just mowed your lawn, or you just went out, that you were just outside tanning, you know, and surrounded by grass or something like that. Like, for example, if you tan in your backyard like I do. or your front yard. Yeah, I just like tan in my yard. So that's what I feel like maybe people would think, is that maybe you just went tanning or you just mowed your lawn or something because of that To Be Green's note, that they might not necessarily think you're wearing like a perfume type scent. You know, they might just think that's from you doing something. So yeah, that's the only thing I'd say to be aware of when you're wearing this fragrance. I'm not saying don't wear it. I think if you enjoy the fragrance, that obviously you should be able to wear it wherever you want. However, for me personally, I only see this as a before bed fragrance, because I would say, because it is a fresh, clean floral, I could probably say after the shower. However, I tend to prefer to wear more citrusy scents or light fruit scents out of the shower to feel fresh and clean. I don't usually go for florals. So yeah, I pretty much see this as a before bed scent, and it is giving me very calming and relaxing. So yeah, I feel like this is also perfect for any aromatherapy lovers. You know, just spray a little bit on your pillow before you go to bed. Spray a little bit on your body before you go to bed. That's what this is giving me. So yeah, I do enjoy this fragrance. Although I would say if you are the kind of person who would wear this more often than me, I definitely recommend more so casual occasions. I would say, because, you know, like I said, I'm not going to judge, because for example, I wear Into the Night pretty much whenever, I know I say that all the time, I wear my more extra scents whenever I want. It doesn't matter if I'm not going somewhere fancy or not. I wear what I want to. But I'm saying, if you want my personal opinion, I wouldn't necessarily recommend this for more fancy items because of the grass note, if that makes sense. It just doesn't make much sense. But if you do enjoy wearing lighter fragrances, you probably maybe could get away with that. Maybe, possibly at a fancier outing. I don't know, because it is such a light scent. So I don't know, it's just kind of hard to figure that one out, because it is light, but at the same time it does have that grassy note. So I guess it just depends if people are noticing it on you, I guess, because it is a pretty inoffensive scent. But yeah, obviously casual outings, this is fine, whatever. Like I said, just be aware of that grassy note pretty much. But yeah, like I said, I'm not one to judge. Wear whatever you want to whatever kind of occasion you want. I'm just telling you to be aware of that. That's why I do not recommend wearing this to more fancier occasions. But like I said, since it is a little bit lighter, you might be able to get away with it. Who knows? So moving on, let's talk about Confetti Daydream. So the notes for this are fresh raspberries, sparkling pear, and blue iris. Right away, this one's lighter than Fresh Cut Lilacs. Here, let's spray Fresh Cut Lilacs again. Yeah, Fresh Cut Lilacs is actually stronger, which is weird because they're both on the pretty lighter end of the spectrum, so that's kind of weird. So while Fresh Cut Lilacs is light, this one, Confetti Daydream, is really light. That's kind of weird. I expected this one to be stronger because it has fruit notes in it. Yeah, it has raspberry in it. I don't know, maybe... I don't know, now that they're drying down, they're kind of both similar in strength. Actually, now that I think about it, I think they're both pretty much the same. It's just at different times, one's smelling stronger than the other. I don't know. Nah, yeah, I'd say they're probably about the same. I don't know why. Maybe it's because it was just so strong when I first sprayed it. I don't know. I was like... I mean, not strong when I first sprayed it, because it was so light when I first sprayed it. The Confetti Daydream one, my bad. But I don't know. I don't know how it somehow got stronger. But yeah, now that I'm smelling them again, they're pretty much the same exact strength, so I don't know what happened with that, but yeah. They're both pretty light. So yeah, I'm sorry about that, but yeah, they're pretty much the same. I don't know. I swear, sometimes, like, these allergies have me questioning everything, I swear. Okay. So like I said, the notes are fresh raspberry, sparkling pear, and blue iris. Right away, you get the raspberry note. Right away. And then you're getting the pear. Where is that iris note? I'm not getting the iris note, guys. Isn't iris like a floral? I think it's a floral. Maybe it's faintly in there, but if it is, it's mixing very well to the point where I can't smell it at all. I think that might be what I'm smelling right now, because I'm smelling something else. So yeah, I think it's there, but it's fainter, if that makes sense. I feel like the raspberry and pear are overpowering it. Yeah. Yeah, you can still smell the iris, but the other two notes, the pear and raspberry, are definitely overpowering it. And now they're continuing to blend together. And now I feel like the raspberry is kind of overtaking everything. So the raspberry is the strongest note in this fragrance, and then pear, and then blue iris. So pretty much exactly the way the notes are listed on the bottle. But they do blend together very nicely, in my opinion. It smells super pretty. I don't even know which one's my favorite because out of these two, because they're both so different that I feel like it's kind of hard to compare them to. But I also tend to gravitate more towards scents like this with fruit and citrusy type notes. Well, I mean, pear is a fruit, but I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know why I feel like I consider pear more of a citrusy type of fragrance. Is it though? I don't know. Maybe I'm just really dumb, but I know pear is like a fruit. Maybe I'm just really dumb, but I just kind of consider it more like that because pear just smells so fresh and clean that I just consider it more of a citrus, even though I know citrus is supposed to be more like, orange and stuff like that. I don't know. I just feel like because it's so fresh, I just kind of consider it that, even though it's not really supposed to be considered a citrusy fragrance note. I don't know. That probably makes no sense, but yeah, that's just how I see it. I know it makes no sense, and I know it's wrong, but I still categorize it that way. But whatever. But yeah, the raspberry is overtaking everything. But you can tell that they still have been blending together. They're still blended. But yeah, the raspberry note is just definitely on top. But yeah, like I said, I usually do gravitate towards these types of fragrances more. And I do really enjoy this fragrance. However, I feel like it is kind of similar to things I already own because I already owned a few other scents with raspberry in it that I feel like it's a good and it's really, really pretty. But I don't know if it's worth it if you have other raspberry scents in your collection. Like I have raspberry tangerine, and this kind of reminds me of it a little bit, but it's definitely toned down. Raspberry tangerine is definitely a little bit louder than this one. So yeah, I don't know. So yeah, I feel like if you already have other raspberry scents in your collection, then I don't think you need this one unless you want more of a lighter toned down raspberry. Because even though the raspberry note is strong, the fragrance overall is light, if that makes sense. I swear, because I make these videos late at night, I feel like at the time I'm making no sense. So I feel like I'm saying that all the time. Like, I hope this makes sense. But for real, guys, like, I'm usually filming at like 2, 3 a.m. So sometimes I have no clue what I'm saying. I swear, it's like I'll watch the video back and I'll be like, wow, that actually made complete sense. But in the moment, it's just so late and I'm just so tired. I'm just like, wait, what? Like, what did I say? You know what I mean? I don't know. Not to say that I don't want to film these videos. I have to film videos late because of my family and stuff like that. I have to wait for them to go to bed or I have to film outside, things like that. And I pretty much work, 6 days out of the week. So I don't necessarily usually am able to go outside while it's still daylight. So I've been filming pretty much just late at night. So yeah, it's not that I don't want to film. I do want to film, you guys. And I really hope you guys don't ever get that vibe that I'm not enjoying what I'm doing or that I feel forced to do this because, like I said, I do film these late at night because I pretty much have to. I don't feel forced at all. I really love doing this. It's just sometimes the state of mind I'm in because I am tired. I don't ever want to feel like I'm giving off, bad vibes because I am staying up because I want to film this for you guys. So don't think just because I say that because I'm tired, don't ever think that I'm feeling forced to film a video because that's not true at all. But yeah, I really do enjoy both of these fragrances. There's not really much else to say about Confetti Daydream except for the fact that I thought it was going to be a gourmand scent and it completely was not, especially because of the notes. And apparently this is a repackage of something else, but don't even ask me about that, honestly, guys, because I don't own the other one. Honestly, when I first heard about this coming out, I thought it was going to be a repackage of Confetti Cake Pop, which I've never gotten my hands on, and I really want to get my hands on that one, but it's so expensive on Mercari and stuff like that, and I don't feel like spending all that money just on one product, at least not right now. You know what I mean? Maybe I'll save up and get it. Who knows? But But yeah, this is so pretty. I keep swirling it. But yeah, I don't know. I really do enjoy it, but like I said, it's nothing really new to me. Whereas Fresh Cut Lilacs is definitely new to me because I don't own a lilac scent, so this is definitely newer to me, but Confetti Daydream isn't necessarily anything special. It just smells really pretty. Yeah. I'd say this one is definitely more wearable in my opinion because, like I said, the grassy note in Fresh Cut Lilacs. Yeah, I feel like this one's definitely more wearable. I definitely say more casual occasions. However, because the raspberry note does kind of add a sexiness to it, I feel like you probably could get away with wearing this at fancier occasions or like date nights. Because the raspberry smells so sexy that I feel like you could definitely get away with it. You know what I mean? So I feel like this could be pretty much for mainly any occasion, I think. Just remember that it is on the lighter side though. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say to you guys today. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Definitely leave a like if you did, and definitely subscribe. I post content every single week. So yeah, definitely subscribe and definitely turn on your notifications for my channel because I don't always post on the same days and I don't always post at the same times, guys. So definitely make sure that you are turning your notifications on or you probably will miss a few videos. And we don't want that to happen, do we? So yeah, definitely subscribe and also definitely comment because I read all my comments and I respond to all of my comments. And of course, I heart all my comments. As long as it's not hateful, because if you're leaving a hateful comment, then I'm going to block you off my channel, unfortunately. I'm sorry, but we don't do negativity here on this channel. So yeah, I'm excited to read your guys' comments, and I hope to see you guys really, really soon. I love you guys so, so much, and bye, guys.